So hey Roses, back to do a Empties video. I know it hasn't been too long since I've done one. I feel like it's been a minute though, but not crazy. Anyway, I've been using up a lot of things here recently, and it just sort of all happened at once. So I thought I would show you guys. If you hear any grunting, it is my grandfather. He is waking up from a nap, and he has a bad back, and it hurts for him to get up. So, apologies if you can hear that. I shut my door, but sometimes you can hear it through the door. I'm going to start off with the things that I finished today, actually, because they were sitting here. First is this Happy Easter Sweet Bunny Berry. It's one of the hand creams from Bath & Body Works. This one was really cute. I like the scent of this one a lot. It reminded me a lot of blue raspberry, to be honest. So I'm gonna miss that because that's like one of my favorite scents of all time. But overall, I liked this a lot, and I would get their hand creams again. I think there's one in my purse right now, actually. So yeah, this is definitely something I would get again. Next is just a thing of tissues. It's a brand that John's mom had given me when I went to see them. It says Walgreens, so I'm assuming it's like a Walgreens brand. The next thing is this candle, and this is actually from John's dad and stepmom. This is, let's see if there's a brand name on here. It says when prayers go up, filled candle. I'm gonna be honest, this smells like, if you have smelled the Moonlight Path scent from Bath & Body Works back when it was still around. I don't even know if it is around. It maybe, I don't know. Hasn't been in a while. This smells exactly like that to me. And I don't mind that. But you can see it burned decent, but not the best in the world. Probably gonna depot this and actually use this as like a laundry container though, because I really like that a lot. And we can bake. Get that bag down here. Okay. First, I will start with these two. I have two Head and Shoulder shampoos. I have the Classic Clean, which I've been using for a long time. And then as winter rolled around, I started getting a dry scalp, so I switched to dry scalp care. Both were good. I have no complaints about these at all. I just know in the winter I reach for dry scalp care. Any other time of the year, I do the original. And I think John uses the green apple one, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Last shampoo that I used, and this is the Prel shampoo. You'll have seen me mention this a few times in past Empties videos. I switched back to the Head and Shoulders because my grandmother noticed when I used just this one, my dandruff would get really, really bad. So that's why she had me switch back to the Classic Head and Shoulders to keep that at bay, and then it got worse in the winter. So. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one and get it out of the way, because I did not finish this one, and I will explain why. As I answer John real quick. The shower. Anyway, it is this. This is the Garnier Skin Active Soothing 3-in-1 Moisturizer and Mask. I did use some, used a good bit of it. I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera. There we go. I did use a good bit of this. My every time I would go to use this on my face, it balled up on me. Now, I put a very thin layer. It wasn't like I put on too thick of a layer and it just kept balling up because of how thick the layer was. No, I did the thinnest layer that I could possibly do, and I would wake up in the morning, there would be like little balls of the moisturizer on my face. And nobody else in my house wanted to try it. Like, I offered it to Grandma because we share a bathroom. She didn't want to do it. I offered it to Mama. She didn't want to do it. I was going to offer it to my friend Robin, but I haven't talked to her in almost a year, which is nuts. I don't know what the heck happened. So, yeah. Plus, I think this is now expired now, I think. Because it has a 12-month shelf life, and I've had this longer than that, so. That is definitely a dud for me. Next, I have two. This one, but it's not the main thing. I have two more of these icy hot things. You guys know I mention this all the time. I go through these like nobody's business. In fact, I think there's one that I'm about halfway done with now. So they're going to continue to be in empties until I can get this again. And this is the Topherson, I think that's how you say it, pain relief cream. My grandfather's cousin, either cousin or sister, I think it's cousin though. She said that she had tried this on her knees before she went to bed one day when they were talking on the phone. And she said by the time that she got in bed, excuse me, literally like 5 minutes later, the pain in her knees was gone. So Grandma thought maybe this would work on my back. And it definitely works. And I like the fact that this one does not stink. It does not have that menthol smell. I hate the smell of menthol. I hate it. This one does not have that. So if you're sensitive to the menthol smell like me, this would probably be a better option for you. It wasn't that bad on Amazon. I know it's under 15, I'm pretty sure. Might be under 10, I don't know. But I loved that this worked, and it didn't have that smell. So I would get this again over the Icy Hot, but I have to use up the Icy Hot that I have. Okay, awkward for the guys at this point, for this next thing. Summer's Eve. I've been using this for years and years, and I continue to use it because it works, it does what it's supposed to do. Love this stuff. I'm not going to harp on that too much because I know some guys watch my channel, and I don't want to make things awkward. Get this stuff out of here. Okay. Next, this was the confetti cake pop lotion. I ended up cutting it so I could get everything out of it. And I loved the scent. I still have a mist of this, thank goodness, because I'm obsessed with this. I love this to pieces. I'm obsessed. Hopefully they bring that back. Next is another lotion I used up, and this is the Sleep Lavender and Cedarwood. It's another one of those like glass containers, but I love this a lot. Definitely one that I would repurchase, but probably in a thicker formula, just because I get dry skin really easy. So yeah, it's the only negative I would say. Next is the Lavender Marshmallow candle from Bath & Body Works. Love this candle. It is so good. And I'm probably gonna like get the wicks out and pop this and just make this like a jar for like my desk or something, because I really like how this looks. because I know this is like a wrapping that's on it. But yeah, if you have not tried this, I would at least go smell it before you write it off, because I know the combination sounds weird, but this one's really good. Next I have quite a few lip balms. This one was the Nivea Vanilla Buttercream lip balm. I'm not purchasing these again. They're too dry in my opinion, and they don't hold moisture well enough for my lips personally. It might for you, but it doesn't for me. Thankfully this was the last one, because I had gotten 4, so thankfully this is the last one. Next is the Twilight Birthday Cake little lip balm that I had gotten in a set a while back. You know, it did the trick, but it's not something I would go out of my way to purchase again. And then next are 2 EOS, which I have the thing right here because I couldn't remember the scents. So the pink one is Sweet Grapefruit with English Rose, and this one is Lavender Latte and French Vanilla. I really like both of these. There we go. To be honest, between the two, I preferred the grapefruit, but I didn't dislike the lavender latte. It's a very unique smell, I will say that. It's a very unique smell, but I hope to get either this set or the grapefruit again at some point. Now I have a bunch of the freaking pillow mists. I have the one from Bath and Body Works, which I get this one occasionally. I don't get it all the time because it's kind of pricey, but I have the Bath and Body Works one, and I have 2 of the Nature's Truth Good Night mists, because I spray these up my pillow before I go to bed every night. It kind of helps me wind down. So, and then the last thing in here is a mini candle, and it is from Michael's actually. I picked it up when I was at John's for Christmas, I think. And the brand is Ashland, and it's frosted cookie. They had this in like I think it was $1 bid in the front. And for being a like $1 candle, it actually burned pretty well. Like most people, when they think $1 candle, they don't necessarily think right away, oh, it's gonna burn good. You know what I mean? So that surprisingly did burn well. But that's the end of the Empties video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Let me know down below what you've used up recently, if you liked it, or if it was something you were kind of like, or if it was something you were just like, like this was for me. This is definitely no. But I will talk to you guys soon in another video, another time. Bye, roses.